A very good morning to all of you students. So today we will continue our chapter number 3 of chemistry, that is atoms and molecules. So yesterday we discussed about the laws of chemical combination. Okay? Yesterday we discussed about laws of chemical combination. There were two laws. The first one was law of conservation of mass and the second one was law of constant proportions. Okay, now today we will discuss our next topic, that is Dalton's atomic theory. Okay, so by the idea of the ancient philosophers and the studies of Greek philosophers, they concluded that all the matter around us, whether it is element, compound, mixture, they are all made up of small indivisible particles which are called atoms. Okay, but studies were done, and in the year 1808, John Dalton, John Dalton gave his atomic theory. In the year 1808, John Dalton gave his atomic theory about matter, which was a turning point in the study of matter. Okay? So in the year 1808, John Dalton gave atomic theory, which is known as Dalton's atomic theory. Okay? Which was a turning point in the study of matter and gave us very important information about the matter, what it is made up of, about atoms. Okay, so Dalton gave various postulates. Postulates means statements, which was based on his experimental work and theories. Okay, so now we will discuss the postulates of Dalton atomic theory. Okay, now let us understand and discuss the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. So the first postulate of Dalton atomic theory is all the matter is made up of very tiny particles called atoms. So as the ancient philosophers discussed and the theories and studies of Dalton, he said that all the matter, whether it is an element or a compound or the mixtures, all that matter is made up of very tiny particles. They are so small that they cannot be seen by the naked eyes, and these particles he called them atoms. Okay, all the matter is made up of very tiny particles called atom. Okay, these matter include elements, compounds, mixture, all of them, they are made up of atom. Clear? The second postulate says atoms are indivisible particles which cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. So listen and understand very carefully. Atoms are indivisible. Dalton said that in his postulates that atoms are indivisible, means you cannot divide them further into simpler or smaller forms. You cannot divide the atom into simpler or smaller forms. It is indivisible particle. It is the tiniest indivisible particle which can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. You cannot create an atom or destroy atom in a chemical reaction. Okay? In a chemical reaction, whenever a chemical reaction is taking place, atoms are just changed from one form to the another. Okay? You cannot create them or you cannot destroy them. Okay, atom cannot be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Clear? They are the indivisible particles. You cannot divide them further. You cannot divide them further into smaller particles. They are indivisible. Atom is indivisible, and you cannot create the atom or you cannot destroy the atom. Okay? So this was postulated by Dalton. Okay, now let us move on to the third postulate. It is atoms of a given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. Means if we talk about an element, so the atoms forming it are identical in mass. Means all the atoms have the same mass and same identical chemical properties. Let us understand this with an example. If we talk about hydrogen element, if we talk about hydrogen elements, it is made up of hydrogen atoms. Okay, all the atoms will be of hydrogen. In the hydrogen element, all the atoms will be of hydrogen. They will be identical in mass. Mass of hydrogen is 1 gram. Okay, so mass of hydrogen is 1 gram. So from anywhere you take hydrogen, the elements of hydrogen will be, the mass of the hydrogen will be always 1 gram. So they are identical in mass. Clear? And chemical properties. The chemical properties of hydrogen will be same. Okay? The chemical properties of all the atoms in the hydrogen will be same. Okay? Like if we talk about the chemical property, the hydrogen gas burns with a pop sound. Okay? Hydrogen gas burns with a pop sound. When you bring a burning matchstick near the hydrogen gas, it burns with a pop sound. Pop sound means like the sound of a cracker. Crackling sound is there. So this chemical property is shown by all the atoms of the hydrogen. So this is what Dalton said. Atoms of a given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. Clear? You can take the example of other element also. If you talk about oxygen, the mass of oxygen is 16 gram. Okay. So the atoms of the oxygen are identical in mass. The mass is 16 gram, and there will be specific chemical properties of oxygen. Okay, there will be specific chemical properties of the atoms of oxygen. Clear? So all the elements have the atoms making them, they have identical mass and chemical properties. Like we have taken the examples of hydrogen, oxygen, or you take any other element like we have carbon, nitrogen, fluorine, neon, boron, iodine. All of them, their atoms are identical in mass. They have a fixed mass. Atoms are identical in mass and chemical properties. So this was Dalton's third postulate, that atoms of a given element are identical in mass and chemical properties.